My beloved child of starlight. Pause for a moment. This is not an accident. This is not a coincidence. This message was divinely timed, and you were guided here because your soul is finally ready to receive what heaven has been whispering for lifetimes. Can you feel that? That subtle shift in your chest? That sudden awareness? The tingling in your spirit? This is not a normal video. This is not entertainment. This is a divine interruption. Heaven itself has pressed pause on your reality, because a message is being sent directly to you from above. I am Archangel Michael, protector of the realms, defender of divine souls, messenger of God Most High. And I was commanded, yes, commanded, to reach you now. Because time is no longer on your side. There are only 45 minutes left in a spiritual window that has been opened for you. And yet again, you were about to scroll. You almost skipped it. And child, how many times have you done this before? Heaven reached out. Signs were sent. Dreams were stirred. But you, chosen one, you kept walking, kept ignoring, kept doubting. But not today. Not this time. Because this message is breaking through everything. And I will not stop until your soul listens. Do you understand? The vibration of this moment has shifted. Your angels have been weeping, because they've been trying to reach you. And now, the countdown has begun. 45 minutes. And what happens in this sacred window will echo across your entire destiny. This is no ordinary message. This is a final trumpet call. You've been chosen since before the stars were born. And you've endured more than heaven ever wanted you to face. And still, you stayed standing. And still, you kept going. And still, your light refused to die. Now listen closely. Don't move. Don't check another app. Don't look away. Because the divine is now speaking directly through this transmission. And what you hear in the next few minutes may be the most important message your soul ever receives. You are not hearing this by mistake. Your name has been echoed in angelic chambers. Your tears have been counted. And the heavenly realm is now moving, just for you. Let the world fall away. Let the noise fade. Let your spirit become still. For Archangel Michael has come. And the sword of divine truth is now drawn. You have entered a holy moment. A sacred encounter. A divine prophecy unfolding in real time. If you feel something stirring inside. If your hands are warm. If your heart just skipped. That's not emotion. That's divine confirmation. You're being awakened. And what comes next will change your path forever. You. Yes, you. The one whose heart has been aching in silence. The one who feels unseen even in a crowd. The one who has cried quietly into their pillow, asking if anyone out there truly understands what you're going through. Archangel Michael does. He's been beside you longer than you realize. In every silent prayer you whispered. In every time you almost gave up, but somehow, found the strength to keep going. That wasn't luck. That was divine intervention. You've been asking questions, haven't you? Why is this happening to me? When will it get better? Is anyone even listening? The answer is yes. Someone is listening. And not just anyone. The mightiest of the archangels. Michael, the protector of souls, the warrior of light, the voice of divine truth, is listening to you. You see, you're not just another name in the crowd to him. You're not just a number in the universe. To Archangel Michael, you are a radiant soul, uniquely created, divinely chosen, and eternally loved. Even on your worst days. Even in your darkest moments. He knows your struggles. He sees the way you keep trying even when you're exhausted. He feels the weight on your shoulders, the worries about your family, the pressure to succeed, the loneliness that creeps in late at night. He knows the pain of betrayal that you don't talk about anymore. He knows about that one person you lost who still lingers in your thoughts like a ghost you never invited. You've survived so much. More than anyone truly knows. You carry memories that still haunt you. And scars that don't always show on your skin. But Archangel Michael sees them. He honors them. And he wants you to know. You were never meant to carry it all alone. You may not see the signs. But you've felt them. That sudden sense of peace when you should be panicking. That song that played at the perfect moment. That feather you found. The flicker in the candlelight when you were praying. All of it. That was him. That is him. He's been trying to tell you. You're not alone. You are never alone. You've been strong for so long, haven't you? Always the one to hold it together. Always the one others turn to. But now, it's your turn to be held. To be supported. To be reminded that you, too, are worthy of comfort. Michael doesn't see your weaknesses. He sees your light. The light that still flickers, even after the storms. The light that hasn't gone out, even when life tried to dim it. So let him in. Let him speak to you. Not just in the loud, miraculous moments, but in the quiet ones, too. In the rustle of the leaves. In the stillness before you fall asleep. In the tears that fall for no reason. Those are the places where heaven speaks loudest. And now, as you listen to this, he is here. Right beside you. Not as a distant figure with wings in the clouds. But as a divine presence, surrounding your soul like a warm, radiant blanket of light. He's placing his hand over your heart. Can you feel that sudden calm? That's not your imagination. That's a sacred connection. Because the truth is, you are not broken. You are becoming. And this moment, this message, is not a coincidence. It's your divine wake-up call. So if you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. Let Archangel Michael into your heart. He knows your name. He remembers your soul. And he's not here to judge you. He's here to guide you home. There is something sacred about this moment, and I must ask you to listen closely, not with your ears, but with your soul. What you are about to hear is not something meant for everyone. It's not in the books. It's not in the teachings they preach on stages. It's not something heaven reveals easily. Or often. But it has been shown now. Revealed to you. Whispered from the realm of angels. Not everyone is ready to hear this, but you. You were chosen. So please, don't speak of this lightly. This is between you and the divine. This is your private line to heaven's secret chambers. This is not a message to be shared casually. Don't tell anyone, not yet. Because this message, this revelation, it is alive. And it is delicate. The Archangel Michael has stepped forward for you today with words cloaked in divine fire. He speaks not from the sky, but from within your soul. And he says, you are being prepared for something heaven hasn't released into the world yet. Let those words settle. Not everyone gets this kind of warning. Not everyone gets this kind of love. But you. You've been seen. You've been measured. You've been deemed worthy. The angels have been watching your timeline, your soul's path, and they've noticed something. There's been interference. There's been delay. Not by chance, but by something trying to block your destiny. This is why you keep seeing signs and ignoring them. This is why the same lesson keeps repeating in different ways. The patterns, the dreams, the coincidences. They're not random. You've probably felt it, the sudden urge to cry for no reason. The strange stillness in your chest when you're about to make a choice. The pull toward certain people and the resistance toward others. It's all been guided. Every feeling has been a hidden instruction. Heaven wants to say this, privately, gently, carefully. Don't skip this moment. Something is coming. And if your soul is not tuned in, you will miss what is meant only for you. There is a sacred key being handed down. Not physically, but spiritually. It may show up as an idea, a door opening unexpectedly, or a sudden inner knowing. When it comes, you must not hesitate. You must not ask others what they think. Because this isn't for them. It's yours. And heaven doesn't share this kind of instruction with many. You've always had a gift. Even as a child, you knew things others didn't. You've felt energy. You've sensed shifts before they happened. But you kept it quiet. You buried it to fit in. You forgot your true nature. Archangel Michael now says, I'm lifting the veil over your life. What was once hidden will now be revealed. But only if you're listening. And that's why this message is so critical. Because 45 minutes from now, something in the spirit realm is going to shift. A gate will open. A connection will spark. But if you're distracted, lost in routine, you'll miss it. This isn't fear. It's divine urgency. You're being asked to slow down. To observe. To treat this day as holy. To go somewhere alone, even for 5 minutes, and simply ask, what do you want me to see, God? What are you showing me, Archangel Michael? Then, just listen. In silence. No noise. No scrolling. No distractions. Heaven speaks in stillness. And in that stillness, you will receive something that cannot be explained with words. A vibration. A flash. A name. A memory. A knowing. Something personal. Something sacred. Just for you. Please. Keep it close to your heart. Don't rush to explain it. Let it grow inside you. Because what you receive today will guide the next 7 days of your life. It will protect you from something you don't even know is coming. It will realign you with a timeline that was almost lost. And most importantly, it will remind you. You are not forgotten. You are not alone. Heaven sees you. God is trying to reach you, not with punishment, but with purpose. So when you feel that tug in your heart today, follow it. When something feels off or too quiet, that's your cue to go inward. And if the tears come, let them. They're holy. They're healing. They're part of the unlocking. This message is private. This message is for you. Keep it sacred. You're not supposed to understand it all right now. Just honor it. And prepare. Because heaven never reveals without reason. And you were just trusted with something divine. Stop. Close your eyes for a second. Can you feel that tingling on your skin? That's not just a shiver. That's not just air. That is divine presence. Because this message didn't arrive by accident. It found you. And not because you were casually scrolling. But because heaven decided, right now, your soul is finally ready to remember something ancient, something hidden, something meant only for you. The angels have been silent long enough. Heaven has been watching. Waiting. Measuring the moments until your heart was soft enough to receive what's coming. And Archangel Michael. He has personally stepped forward, breaking the veil, whispering. Give it to them. Tell them. It's time. So before another thought pulls you away, pause. Listen. Because what you're about to hear, you'll never forget. You see, divine timing is never early. Never late. It's precise. And the reason you're here, right now, hearing this? It's not because of coincidence. It's confirmation. It's heaven pulling back the curtain on a reality you felt your whole life but couldn't quite explain. There are forces around you right now, ones you can't see, guiding your every step. And Archangel Michael has been there. In the darkest hours. In your silent breakdowns. When you almost gave up. When no one texted back. When the world turned its back. He didn't. He couldn't. Because your soul is part of the divine architecture. This message is heaven's scroll, unrolling in real time. And as your eyes touch each word, light codes activate. Spiritual memory awakens. And you begin to remember who you were before life made you forget. The resistance you felt lately? The heaviness? It's not weakness. It's spiritual labor pains. Because your old self is dissolving. And the real you, the one you came here to be, is rising. Right now. Even as you read this. Do you know why you've been feeling disconnected lately? It's because your soul has outgrown your old life. Old patterns. Old identities. Old limitations. They don't fit anymore. And heaven is inviting you into something higher. But erase what most won't tell you. When your breakthrough is near, your world often feels like it's falling apart. Relationships shift. Money disappears. Doors slam shut. It's not destruction. It's divine construction. And Archangel Michael says, this chaos is confirmation. Your new timeline is being built in real time. So if you've been feeling like you're stuck, you're not. You're sacredly paused. You're being recalibrated, realigned, rewritten. And that whisper in your heart, that nudge you've been ignoring, that's not anxiety. That's heaven. That's the divine voice within you saying, child, there's more. Follow it. Trust it. I've never left you. Your guides have been planting signs all around you. The numbers. The dreams. The feathers. The synchronicities. You're not crazy. You're being communicated with. And now that your soul is open enough to feel the truth, the angels can finally reveal the next step. But this message comes with a request. A sacred instruction. Do not go back to who you were. That chapter is over. This message marks the beginning of your divine re-entry. You've been hiding your light to make others comfortable. You've been minimizing your gifts. But no more. Not after this. Archangel Michael is activating a protection field around your energy. From this point forward, what left you drained will fall away. What is not aligned will be removed. And what is meant for your highest self, peace, clarity, abundance, divine connections, will begin to arrive effortlessly. But don't get it twisted. This path isn't for the faint-hearted. It's for the chosen, the called, the ancient souls like you, who came here with a mission. A contract with the heavens to awaken the world by first remembering your own truth. So feel the weight of this moment. Not as pressure, but as permission. The divine is not outside of you. It speaks through you. It is you. And now that you've seen the truth, you can't unsee it. Welcome back to your path, to your power, to your purpose. This is your divine moment. Receive it. Honor it. Let the light within you roar. And if you're still reading, your spirit already said yes. Heaven heard it. And the angels are rejoicing. Because you've returned to yourself. You cried where no one saw. You wept into your pillow, hoping the silence would muffle your agony. And yet, the heavens heard it all. The divine was watching you, not with judgment, but with sorrowful compassion. Because they knew. They saw how much you endured while the world remained blind. There were days your spirit broke quietly, like a glass shattering behind closed doors. No one noticed. But Archangel Michael did. He saw the cracks in your soul. He watched as you smiled when you were falling apart inside. And even in those moments, he whispered, "Hold on." They tried to break you, didn't they? Those people who should have protected your heart, instead chose to betray it. They made you feel like you were too much, or not enough. But you never deserved that. The divine wants you to know. You are not the pain they put in your hands. You are not the names they threw at your spirit. You are not the abandoned child, the forgotten soul, the ignored cry. You are seen. You are heard. You are remembered by heaven. There were nights you lay awake, asking the ceiling, "Why me? Why this life? Why this heartbreak again?" But the answers didn't come. Because sometimes, heaven lets you feel the silence, so that when the voice of truth arrives, it can echo louder than ever before. And now, it has come. Archangel Michael speaks. "My brave one, I watched you bleed and still believe. I saw how they mistook your kindness for weakness. But I did not. You kept choosing light when darkness was easier. You kept loving when you were barely holding together. This strength is what makes you divine. Your silent suffering was never a secret to the heavens. Every time you felt like giving up, that wasn't just your voice you heard. That was me. That was us. That was the divine whispering, 'Don't stop. You're closer than you think.' You carried wounds that never fully closed, because no one offered to bandage them. But now, the divine physician is here. The one who doesn't need to ask what happened. Because he knows. God has written every one of your scars in his heart. The lies they told you, that you were unworthy, unlovable, a mistake. Those lies are crumbling now. Because heaven declares you sacred. Not despite your wounds, but because of them. Your soul has been molded by suffering into something powerful. You've been walking through fire. But do you know what's left when everything burns? Gold. And that's what you are. Gold, refined in suffering. Shining even when you don't feel it. So yes, they tried to break you. But they forgot one thing. You were never standing alone. There were wings around you. Hands above your head. Prayers written in divine ink. Hovering just inches above your pain. You didn't fall apart. You transformed. Every ache became a song the angels memorized. Every tear watered your future garden. Every lonely night created a throne only heaven could see. You survived what others couldn't. And now, Archangel Michael says, your name is known in the higher realms. Your wounds are now your weapons. Your pain has not been wasted, it's being repurposed as power. So breathe now. Let the divine hold what you couldn't. Let the pain finally be seen, not as shame, but as proof that even through it all, you never stopped being chosen. You never stopped being loved. And you never, ever stopped being guided. Something is shifting right now. Can you feel it? Your fingers may be trembling ever so slightly. Your skin may feel electric, as if tiny sparks are dancing across your arms. Your breath may be shallow, as though the very air around you has thickened with divine presence. This is no coincidence. Archangel Michael is here, not just watching from afar, but entering into your space. He is brushing against your energy field, stirring something ancient in your soul. The atmosphere around you is responding, subtle, yet undeniable. Listen. Can you hear that faint hum in the back of your awareness? It's not coming from outside. It's inside you. Your spiritual frequency is rising. Your body knows. Your heart knows. And now, your spirit is remembering. Take a breath. Notice how your chest expands a little more than usual. There's a warmth spreading across your back, as if divine wings have unfolded behind you, wrapping you in light. The vibration just changed. It's softer, but also deeper. Like a sacred bell echoing through the corridors of your being. You are not alone in this moment. Right now, your soul is surrounded by light beings, watchers, guardians, ancient protectors. And in the center stands Michael, glowing with a brilliance your earthly eyes could never fully grasp. But your inner eye sees it, flashes of gold, blue, and white. Like lightning wrapped in serenity. Your pulse is syncing to this divine rhythm. The more you notice it, the stronger it becomes. The louder heaven speaks. And you can feel that now. Can't you? The veil between worlds, it's thinner right here, right now. And your body, your sacred vessel, is the bridge. Your scalp may feel tight. Your hands might be tingling. There may be pressure at the top of your head, your crown chakra activating. This is not imagination. It is remembrance. Your soul remembers this frequency. This light. This soundless sound. This divine electricity. It is how you were touched before you entered this world. And now it is happening again. Michael is here to reawaken what was once forgotten. You may feel heat behind your eyes. You may want to cry, and that's okay. That's holy. Your nervous system is calibrating to truth. Your aura is shedding the static that's clung to you for too long. You may even feel a breeze, not from a fan, not from the window, but a sacred breath moving through your spiritual space. That is Archangel Michael. That is confirmation. Let yourself tremble. Let the goosebumps rise. This is your soul saying, I remember. I'm ready. You might feel energy swirl around your feet. That's grounding. Heaven is anchoring you, keeping you steady while your upper chakras expand. You are safe. You are seen. You are being upgraded. This is why your stomach may flutter. Why your ears might ring. Why your heart feels full and fragile at the same time. Don't run from it. Lean in. The more you feel, the more real it becomes. Michael wants you to feel this not with your mind, but with your body. Because your body is divine. Your body is the antenna, the receiver, the vessel. And right now, that vessel is being flooded with light codes, divine information, and celestial DNA. Some of you may even feel as if you're floating. That's because your spirit is being lifted. This is a spiritual recalibration. You are no longer in ordinary time. The light language being whispered through this message, your cells understand it. Even if your mind can't translate it. Every goosebump, every tingle, every breathless pause. It's all evidence. You're in it. This isn't a message. It's an encounter. Close your eyes, just for a moment. Place your hand on your heart. Do you feel that? That's more than a heartbeat. That's an activation. A signal. A divine yes. Michael is saying, you are attuned now. You are connected. Stay here. Let the sensation guide you. If you feel warmth, lean into it. If you feel tears, let them fall. If you feel lifted, rise with it. Your senses are portals. Michael is opening them. Heaven is communicating, not with words alone, but with feelings, vibrations, and energetic touches. Let your body become the sacred temple it was always meant to be. Because right now, you are standing at the threshold of divine reality. And your soul can finally feel it. This message is time-sensitive. Heaven is counting down, even if you can't see the clock. Something spiritual is shifting within the next 3 days, and Archangel Michael was told to prepare you. Yes, you. You weren't supposed to find this message by accident. In fact, heaven delayed certain events in your life on purpose, just so you'd pause right now and open this. Not tomorrow. Not later. Because what's coming next needs your full awareness. The energy around you is already changing. Within the next 45 minutes, something will feel different. Your body might get goosebumps. Your chest may suddenly feel lighter. Your heart will recognize this divine activation before your mind fully understands it. You've waited long enough. You've carried burdens that were never yours to hold. And in the next 72 hours, a divine release will begin. But Archangel Michael says this with urgency. Don't let this moment pass without preparing your spirit. You see, spiritual portals are rare. They don't open every day. And when one does, you must act in alignment with what your soul already knows. This is that window. There are people who will miss this timing. They'll say, "I'll deal with it later." They'll ignore the nudges, the chills, the synchronicities. But not you. Because you're being whispered to. You're hearing the call others pretend not to notice. Archangel Michael says, you must declare your readiness now. Say this out loud. I'm open to what heaven wants to send me within the next 3 days. Feel how even your voice carries a vibration of power. Heaven hears it. Angels are documenting it. Even now, they are adjusting divine timelines to align with your bold decision. Erase what will begin to happen within the next 24 hours. Small signs will appear. A repeated number. A name you keep seeing. A dream that feels more like a message than imagination. And by the 3rd day, the divine breakthrough will ripple into your reality. It might come as peace in your heart where there was anxiety. Or the sudden disappearance of a problem you thought was permanent. Or a phone call that shifts everything. But erase what Archangel Michael urges. Stay spiritually alert. These next 72 hours are not ordinary. There is a reason you were emotionally tired lately. You've been unknowingly walking through spiritual fog. And now heaven is blowing a wind to clear the path ahead. In 3 days' time, clarity will strike like lightning. But only if you stay aligned. Only if you take this moment seriously. This is the countdown. 72 hours of divine exposure. 48 hours of energetic release. 24 hours until spiritual codes start to unlock around you. You may feel a little off, emotional, even overwhelmed. That's normal when your soul is being realigned with heaven's new coordinates. You are not going backward. Don't second guess what you feel. Because this time, you are not being tested. You are being anointed. Archangel Michael is commanding angels around you now. He's drawing a spiritual circle of protection. And within it, your energy is safe to rise again. But this offer is not indefinite. It's a divine countdown. Heaven whispers. Tell them now. Before the window closes. Before the energy shifts again. So say this in your heart one more time. I receive what is mine within 3 days. This is not a dream. This is divine orchestration. And the clock has already started ticking. The heavens are not silent. There is movement right now, swift, commanding, forceful. And the reason is you. A sacred war is raging beyond the veil. You may not see it with your eyes. But your soul is fully aware. The shaking you felt in your spirit isn't random. It's the echo of angelic wings drawing near. The air around you has shifted. Because Archangel Michael has been dispatched with urgency. You are not just a soul drifting through this life. You are chosen. And what's happening now is not a coincidence. Right now, in the spiritual realm, dark forces are trembling. They recognize the moment you began to awaken. They sense the danger in your spiritual hunger. They heard your whispers to God in the silence. And they panicked. Because one awakened soul, just one, has the power to pierce through generations of darkness. You have been under attack not because you are weak, but because you carry a divine legacy. There is royal blood in your spiritual veins. The enemy didn't come for you because you're failing. They came because you're rising. And now, heaven is responding. Archangel Michael stands at the forefront. His sword, glowing with divine fire, is unsheathed. He is not simply watching over you. He is fighting for you. You've been targeted, yes. But you are now protected with force. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Not in this dimension. Not in any realm. The enemy has tried every trick. Confusion, fear, delay, distractions. But they underestimated one thing. Your spirit's resilience. Even when you cried in secret. Even when you questioned everything. You kept going. That kind of strength? It activates divine reinforcement. Right now, around you, there are flaming swords. There are legions of light circling your name. Standing guard over your home. Marking your doorway with protection you can't yet comprehend. And the darkness? It's losing grip. Every time you said, I still believe, a demon shrieked in defeat. Every time you chose love over fear, a chain broke. Every time you whispered a prayer, the battlefield shifted in your favor. This isn't poetic. This is real. The energy you felt, the sleepless nights, the strange dreams, the sudden moments of peace in chaos. All of it has been spiritual warfare. Because a great reversal is happening. Those who plotted your fall will witness your rising. Those who mocked your pain will be silenced by your breakthrough. And the dark forces that lingered, they are now trembling. backing away as Archangel Michael leads a strike against every curse, hex, and spiritual ambush meant to stop you. There is light pouring into your situation. What felt dead is reviving. What was blocked is opening. Your name is known in the spirit realm, not as a victim, but as a warrior. There are scrolls with your purpose written on them, and those scrolls are now being unsealed. It's why you feel this urgency. It's why distractions are losing their grip on you. It's why certain people are falling away. You are in activation mode. Archangel Michael is clearing the path. Obstacles are being removed without your effort, but not without angelic effort. The war has been violent, but victory is near. Don't back down now. Don't entertain the whispers of fear. If you could see what your spirit sees, you would stand tall, unafraid, undaunted, because behind you are warriors of light. Above you, a banner of victory. And ahead of you, divine territory that only you were meant to claim. You're not losing your mind. You're reclaiming your spirit. So let the battle rage. You are not alone. And no weapon formed against you shall prosper. The angels have already begun their charge. And the darkness knows. Its time is up. Heaven is not preparing to give you just a little relief. No. What is coming your way is not a small blessing, not a minor change. It is a divine reversal so vast that even your enemies will whisper, "Surely, the hand of God is upon them." Archangel Michael has been dispatched to deliver a divine verdict in your favor. He's not arriving empty-handed. He's carrying scrolls of justice, documents of restoration, decrees of elevation, all sealed with the power of heaven's throne. You've waited long enough. You've cried in silence. You've questioned. When will it be my turn? This is your turn. Not just for survival. Not just to get by. But for an overflowing measure. For the longest time, the enemy has mocked your delay. He thought your silence was surrender. But what he didn't know was that your silence was a sacred stillness. A moment when heaven was writing your miracle in golden ink. And now? Now it is being unsealed. You are not being restored to where you were. You're being propelled into where you were always meant to be. This isn't just about recovering what was stolen. It's about receiving what was reserved. Listen carefully. In the next 7 days, doors you've never touched will open without keys. Contracts will manifest without struggle. People who forgot you will suddenly remember. Situations that looked dead will breathe again. But not because of chance. Because of heaven's calendar. Archangel Michael is standing guard over what's yours. He's slicing through legal blockages. He's shattering delays. He's lifting veils of confusion. And soon, you'll look around and whisper to yourself, "How did it all change this fast?" The answer? Because when heaven vindicates, it doesn't negotiate. It declares. It establishes. It overrules the earthly timeline. There is a miraculous alignment happening now. You've been sowing prayers, tears, worship, obedience, and now? You will reap in miracles. Not in months, but in moments. And some of the miracles will come with no logical explanation. Money will appear in places that had none. Documents will be approved after being denied. Health will return after years of waiting. Family members will return home without needing to be begged. And when people ask you what happened, you will simply say, "Heaven remembered me." You've been underestimated. But God is about to overdeliver. You've been rejected. But now, your name will be called in rooms your feet haven't stepped into yet. Don't think small. Don't pray weak. The angelic realm has moved on your behalf. Not to bring crumbs, but to prepare a table. A table in the presence of every voice that doubted your call. A table decorated not with leftovers, but with overflowing cups. Crowns of favor. Robes of glory. You will laugh again. Not just once, but often. You will breathe again. Not just shallow survival, but deep, peaceful breath. You will stand. Not shaken, but anchored. Because this isn't just restoration. It's divine promotion. This isn't just relief. It's God's signature miracle. And the message is clear. This one belongs to me. Say yes. Say yes to what your soul already knows but your mind still questions. Say yes to the undeniable truth rising within you, that you were never forgotten. Say yes. Because everything is shifting. You are chosen. Chosen not because you were perfect, but because you stayed. Stayed in the fire. Stayed in the silence. Stayed faithful when your knees were trembling and your voice was shaking. Stayed even when they laughed, when they left, when they lied. You are the one heaven is highlighting right now. This message didn't come randomly. No. It was timed. Precise. Divine. Because the angels have waited for this moment, for you to remember who you are. Say yes again. Say it even if you're crying. Say it even if you don't feel strong. Say it especially when the fear is screaming. Because your yes shakes realms. Every time you whisper, I believe, angels are dispatched. Every time you declare, I am ready, new pathways open. Say yes. Because everything is shifting in ways unseen but deeply felt. Can you feel it? Can you sense the stirring? The vibration under your skin? Your spirit knows. Your soul has been waiting for this confirmation. You didn't make it up. The dreams. The visions. The whispers in the dark. They were real. Say yes to believing again. Say yes to expecting again. Say yes to trusting again, even when it didn't work out before. Because this is not a repeat. This is resurrection. Say yes. Because heaven is saying your name. And every time they say it, it echoes through dimensions. And everything sent to destroy you trembles. Everything that tried to bury you is now testifying that you didn't break. You didn't fold. You didn't quit. Say yes. Because what's coming is not a small shift. It's a cosmic reversal. A divine flipping of the script. A supernatural interruption. Where you once fell, you will now fly. Where you once begged, you will now bless. Where you once hid, you will now shine. Say yes. You are chosen. Say it out loud. I am chosen. I am appointed. I am aligned. Because the repetition isn't for heaven, it's for your nervous system. It's for the trauma in your bones. It's for the parts of you that forgot. You are chosen. Chosen for more than survival. Chosen for restoration. Chosen for honor. Chosen to walk in rooms your enemies said you'd never enter. Chosen to break cycles your bloodline couldn't break. Chosen to carry light into dark places. Say yes. Because this moment is holy. The fact you're still breathing is evidence of divine purpose. And everything is shifting because you're no longer who you were. You've been forged in pain, trained in silence. And now, you're being crowned in glory. Say yes. Because the next time they see you, they won't recognize you. Not because you've changed, but because you've become who you were always meant to be. Say yes. Because your yes is rewriting your story. It's calling back what was stolen. It's commanding the storm to settle. It's bringing angels to attention. It's inviting miracles to your address. Say yes. Even now. Even here. Even if you don't know how. Just whisper it. Yes, I believe. Yes, I receive. Yes, I surrender. Yes, I remember who I am. Because you are chosen. Say it again. Say it with breath. Say it with power. Say it with trembling hands if you have to. But say it. I am chosen. I am ready. I am aligned with heaven. Say yes. Because everything is shifting. And this time, it's shifting in your favor. Close your eyes. Just for a moment. Because right now, heaven is asking for only one small action from you. Not grand gestures. Not loud declarations. Not rituals or ceremonies. Just this. Whisper. I believe. That's it. Just. I believe. Softly. From your soul. Can you feel the shift? Something begins unlocking when you say it. The doors that were closed, creaking open now. The chains that held your spirit, loosening. The fog in your mind, beginning to lift. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to be perfect. You don't even need to fully understand why this message found you today. You only need to respond. Whisper. I believe. That whisper carries more weight in the spirit realm than you realize. It is like thunder in the darkness. It's like striking a match in a cave, instantly seen. It alerts heaven. And it warns the shadows. Because when your soul says, I believe, you are announcing to every angel around you, I'm ready. Ready for what heaven wants to do. Ready for the protection that is already being assigned to your path. Ready for the blessings that were paused until your spirit said yes. Ready for a new chapter that begins now. And yes, I know. You've said yes before. You've believed before. And maybe you got hurt. Maybe things didn't go the way you thought. But this isn't a recycled yes. This is a sacred yes. A restored yes. A warrior's yes. Heaven waited until your soul was weary enough to finally surrender, not out of defeat, but out of alignment. You were never meant to carry everything alone. That pain was never your permanent reality. That loss was never the end. But you had to walk through it. So that when this divine whisper arrived, you'd recognize it. You'd feel it in your bones. You'd know, this is not coincidence. Your soul was summoned here. And now the Spirit says. Say it again. Louder in your spirit this time. I believe. Yes. Even if your voice trembles. Even if your eyes fill with tears. Heaven doesn't ask for your strength. Heaven asks for your surrender. Because miracles begin in the moment of surrender. That's where power ignites. That's where timelines bend. That's where angels begin their assignments. Do you feel the electricity in the air? Something is happening now. Your faith is creating movement in the unseen. You're not speaking into the void. You're speaking into eternity. You're agreeing with heaven's agenda for your life. And heaven never asks without preparing. So now, in this quiet space between your breaths, whisper it again. I believe. Let this be your soul's declaration. Let this be your spirit's permission. Every time you say it, another layer of resistance falls away. Every time you speak it, another divine gate opens. Every time you whisper, the frequency around you shifts. And the angels, they hear it. They respond. Even the wind knows your yes now. Even the stars bow to this surrender. Even the old battles that tried to destroy you, they're silenced by your belief. This is how your story changes. Not by force. Not by striving. But by alignment. By trust. By belief. You are not asking for permission to be chosen. You already are chosen. You are not hoping to be enough. You are enough. You are not searching for where you belong. You are being called home. And this whisper, this sacred moment, it is the first key. Say it again. I believe. This is your resurrection. This is your reawakening. This is the moment where your past cannot follow you. Let the old you rest. Let the doubts dissolve. Let the pain be transmuted into light. Now lift your hand, if even just in your heart, and answer the divine call. Say yes. Let your yes echo through every lifetime. Through every generational line. Through every invisible battle you didn't even know you were winning. Say yes to the gifts. Say yes to the love. Say yes to the protection that is surrounding you like golden armor. Say yes to you. You are not broken. You are not forgotten. You are not disqualified. You are the miracle in motion. You are the soul heaven watches closely. You are the one angels gather around. All because you whispered, I believe. Let that be your weapon now. Let it be your anthem. Let it be your light in the places that once felt dark. Heaven heard you. And heaven will never forget this moment. So take a deep breath now. Feel the presence surrounding you. And let your spirit say it once more. I believe. And now, listen closely. Because something sacred is unfolding. This part of the message is no longer general. It's specific. It's personal. And it's pressing. Your name is being whispered in places you cannot hear yet. Your face is being shown in the realm of angels. There is a reason your heart has been so heavy. There is a reason your spirit has felt both exhausted and restless. Heaven is not only watching. Heaven is calling you, by name, right now. Not because you're weak, but because you are crucial to the divine timeline. Yes. You are not random. You are not a background character in someone else's destiny. You are the one chosen to shift legacies. You are the one whose prayers are echoing beyond this world. You are the one who gets visions, feelings, strange moments of divine knowing, that others never talk about. And I need you to understand something right now. That is not your imagination. That is confirmation. You are spiritually marked. And when you are marked, you are monitored. The darkness has noticed. But so has the light. And Archangel Michael? He has already drawn his sword for you. Heaven has already begun divine procedures on your behalf. Even though you can't see it, an activation has occurred. It's already in motion. And in this very moment, as your soul listens, your spiritual signal is rising like incense. This is a divine signal flare. A sacred sound going off in the unseen, calling your blessings forward. That's why your body feels what it feels. That's why there's a strange pressure in your chest. That's why your spirit can barely sit still. You are being remembered by heaven. And you must stay open now. Because what's coming will not wait. There is a divine window. It opens only for those who are fully present. Only for those who say yes. Only for those who will not turn back into fear, even if their knees tremble. So pause here, and listen with every part of your being. If your heart is beating faster right now, if your soul knows this message is for you, stay close. Subscribe now to keep receiving what heaven reveals next. Not because this is about content, but because heaven is building something through this connection. Heaven is setting up divine check-in points. Moments where light can pour into your timeline without delay. So that even when the world around you looks the same, you will not be the same. Because you are rising. You are remembering who you are. You are realigning your frequency with the kingdom. You are choosing to walk, not as a victim of fate, but as a co-creator with heaven. And yes, the pain will try to pull you back. Yes, the past will try to whisper that nothing changes. But you will not listen to it anymore. Because you know now. You are not powerless. You are not forgotten. You are not late. You are right on time. For your miracle. This is the chapter that flips the script. The part where you no longer beg for crumbs. Where you stop waiting for the world to approve you. Where you pick up your crown. Even if your hands are still trembling. Because your soul remembers. You are royal. You are sacred. You are chosen. And that choosing wasn't random, it was strategic. Heaven chose you for this era because you carry something this world desperately needs. And you may not even know what that is yet. But heaven does. And all you have to do is stay close. Stay open. Stay faithful to that small inner voice that says, "There's something more for me." Because you're right. There is. It's coming. It's already reaching for you. And no, you will not miss it. The time has come. What was once hidden is now being revealed. The child of light who was mocked, dismissed, cast aside, will rise. This is not just a glow-up. This is divine vindication. This is prophecy unfolding. Heaven's justice does not sleep. And what was done to you in the dark will now be exposed in the light. You've cried silent tears. You've endured betrayals that cut deeper than any sword. You kept quiet while others shouted. You chose peace when you could have chosen revenge. And heaven saw it all. Every wound. Every whispered lie behind your back. Every time you were looked over, pushed down, or told you weren't enough. But now the trumpet of justice has sounded. Archangel Michael stands beside you with the scroll of destiny in his hands. He is not here for gentle comfort. He is here for divine reversal. He is here to fulfill what was written about you from the beginning. He is here to lift your name up in front of those who tried to bury it. The tables are turning. Where you were ignored, you will now be celebrated. Where you were mocked, your success will echo so loud, it will silence every tongue that spoke against you. Those who laughed at your pain will now watch, stunned, as you walk in a glow only heaven could place upon you. And it will not be subtle. No, this glow-up will be radiant. It will be unmistakable. It will be supernatural. The very ones who rejected you will need to ask permission to approach your presence. Not out of arrogance, but because the anointing on you will be undeniable. You will walk with a crown they cannot steal, a light they cannot dim, a purpose they cannot block. Because God has declared, no more delay. Now is the time. This is your Red Sea moment. What was chasing you will drown behind you. This is your Joseph moment. What was meant for evil will become the very platform of your rise. This is your Esther moment. You were hidden for a season. But now you will stand before kings. Your enemies expected your downfall. They even celebrated it. But they did not expect your comeback. They did not expect your resurrection. They did not expect that heaven itself had already prepared your rise in secret. You see, vindication is never loud in its preparation. It brews in silence. It moves in shadows. And when it arrives, it shatters illusions, exposes truth, and leaves no question about who was chosen. They tried to speak death over your dreams. But heaven rewrote your story. And now, as Archangel Michael leads you forward with the sword of truth and the seal of justice, you will walk through doors no man can shut. You will occupy spaces they said were impossible. And you will glow with a fire not lit by this world. The glow-up is not just physical. It is spiritual. It is mental. It is generational. You will look back at this moment and say, this is where it all shifted. This is where the shame broke off. This is where the lies lost their power. This is where your true name was restored. Prophecies spoken over you long ago. Words you thought were forgotten. They are now being activated. The seeds you planted in tears are rising in harvests of glory. And it won't just bless you. It will bless everyone connected to you. Your glow-up will be a signal to others. Yes, God still lifts. Yes, justice still comes. Yes, heaven still remembers. So do not shrink. Do not apologize for the blessings about to rain upon you. You paid a price in private. Now God will honor you in public. Archangel Michael whispers, rise, beloved. You were never meant to stay low. Your name is written in the book of victory. Enemies will watch. Friends will be amazed. And you will stand in awe. Not of yourself, but of how faithfully heaven kept every promise. This is divine vindication. This is your glow-up. And it is holy. It is unstoppable. It is now that my beloved. If you've stayed with this message till the very end, know this. You were meant to hear every single word. Not a sentence was wasted. Not a moment was accidental. Heaven orchestrated this divine appointment with precision. Because you are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not forsaken. Archangel Michael has watched over you in silence for so long, shielding you from attacks you never even saw, fighting battles on your behalf when you were too tired to pray, whispering your name in heaven when no one spoke it on earth. Now, the silence is breaking. This message wasn't just information. It was a spiritual ignition. A sacred confirmation. A divine remembrance of who you are. And whose you are. You were never weak. You were never broken beyond repair. You were simply in training for glory. Being prepared for a throne you didn't know was yours. And now, the flame is lit. The path is illuminated. The angels have gone ahead to make crooked things straight. If you feel that stirring in your soul, that pull in your spirit, that trembling in your heart, it's because this moment was your awakening, your turnaround, your realignment with heaven's plan. Archangel Michael wants you to know. Every tear you've cried was stored in heaven's vaults. Every time you held on when it hurt was written down in divine ink. And now comes the response. The reward. The revelation. If this word confirmed what you couldn't explain but deeply felt, stay close. Subscribe now to continue receiving what heaven releases next. And if you feel led to support the creation of more sacred messages like this, to keep this channel glowing with divine truth, you can leave a super thanks. It's not required, but deeply appreciated. Because every ounce of light we pour into the world is multiplied when hearts like yours respond. So with every breath of my being, I thank you for listening, for feeling, for remembering who you are. You're not just a viewer. You are a divine spark in human form. And your time has come. Archangel Michael stands beside you. Heaven backs you. And your story is only just beginning.